Yes. Okay.
Oh,
There are different kind of charts we have. Okay. If you see column, line, shape, bar, area, range, scatter, polar. So most of the time we are using column chart and pie chart, and line charts also we are using. Okay. So for example, I'm going to use this column chart. So this is one of the visualization format. Okay, chart. So the chart will give more visualization other than compared to other report items. Chart is more powerful. Okay, right. So how to assign? So I want to see a report like this way. So this is the chart, and each category, the category name we can put here. Okay, and these are all columns. So category means bikes. What is the line total quantity? Here it will show like 20,000, 10,000, 15,000, 60,000, like that. Okay, so how to do this one? So always the category fields you can add here. Okay, category, see all the categories will come in a horizontal mode. Okay, so and whatever the values field, those values are coming in this way. Okay, right. Values are order quantity or line total amount you can take. Okay, so I'm going to take the order quantity. So you just go to the preview. See, these are all the different categories: accessories, bikes, clothing, components. Okay, so this accessories total order quantity is almost 22,000, 23,000, like that. And this bikes is almost 70,000, 70,000, and this is nearly 60,000, this is nearly 40,000. Okay, so in this way you can visualize the chart. And if you want to change the chart title, you can change here. And also this axis title, if you want to give like this is what is this value: 0, 20,000, 40,000, 60,000, 80,000. So this is the order quantity, right? And the axis title also you can give. This is the categories. So how you can do this one? So you can modify. First I'm going to change the chart title is product information. Okay, and this is category, and this is order quantity. Okay, this is product info, this is category, order quantity. Okay, abbreviate. See, these are the modifications you can do here. Okay, right. So in the accessories, bikes, clothing, components category wise, you are seeing the order quantity. For example, in the accessories, so I have almost 4 years of uh, order quantities I want to see accessories, and inside this 2001, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008. So these accessories I want to categorize by year wise. So what is the sales order quantity of accessories in each year, and what is the bikes information in each year, what is the clothing information in each year, what is the components information in each year. Okay, right. So that you can do in series groups. If you're adding here order year, okay, see, you can preview it. See, accessories sales amount in 4 years. This is 2005. How you know this is 2005? Because this we are calling a legend. Okay, so that color, blue color, and this is yellow color, 2006, and this is red color, 2007, and this is light blue, 2008. Okay, and if you want to show the data labels, like for example these components, this 2008, what is the order quantity number? If you want to display here, you can display like this way. Just click here, right click, show data labels. Okay, show data labels, preview it. Right, so these are all the order quantities for the components. Okay, simple. For the components, 9476 is the order quantity in 2008. Okay, and if you want to delete the data labels, you just right click and just disable this one. Okay, and if you want to add 3D effects for these charts, enable 3D. See here, it is coming like a 3D picture. If you want to rotate this one, yes, you can rotate. Rotation decrease, inclination decrease. Okay, see, based on your giving, that will up and down here. Okay, okay, click OK, preview it. So this is coming like something uh, different. Okay, so this is not correct way. Okay, so you have to give the correct proper 3D effects. So you can design on your based on your requirement how it is giving feel good. Okay, so this is the accessories bike. This is something better whenever we are comparing with the previous one. Okay, and also if you see here, this is this preview is giving like 0, 20,000, 40,000 like that, right? So instead of this, automatically it is fitting the this order quantity in between the gaps. Okay, if you want to decrease the gaps, you just go to vertical axis properties. Okay, and instead of this interval, yes, we are calling 0, 20,000, 40,000. In between the gap is 20, 20, 20, right? So that is the automatically it will fit. Okay, if you want to make like 10,000 only, you can make it interval. See, 0, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. Okay, if you want to make it that is 10,000, you can make it 10,000, 5,000 also instead of this is the interval. Okay, and this is the minimum value and maximum value for the vertical axis order quantity. Okay, right. So and the interval type also you can take like number. For example, just it is a 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Or if you want to consider that is a years, months, weeks also, it will automatically fitting the value. For example, if in this vertical axis, if you want to show the numbers 2001, 2002, 2003, so automatically it is considering that as a years if you are giving. Okay, you don't need to configure anything. Right, right. Okay, and if you want to enable the actions, already we have seen, right? So actions means hyperlinks. So you are jumping from one report to another report, so you just go to the series label properties, series properties, go to actions. So here you can apply the go to report, go to bookmark, go to URL. Okay, all these kind of options you can enable here. Okay, and one more is tooltip. What exactly this tooltip? Okay, so this tooltip option, whenever you are moving your cursor to on this particular series, so it is showing that particular expression value. For example, I want to write down a label like this way, tooltip. So here I'm going to present the value order quantity value. Click OK. Click OK. Preview it. Right? If you are moving the cursor on here, so it is showing, right? 2. 2. What do you mean by 2? So here we have to write down the this is sum of order quantity. Okay, preview it. See, 9476 is the order quantity of components in 2008. Okay, and the same time, if you are moving this cursor to this one, 31332, this is 31669, this is 16927. So if you are moving cursor to out, then it is not showing. That is the tooltip option. Okay, it is also very important one. Okay, the clients expecting that kind of report designing. Okay, so we have to propose to the clients, okay, this is the way we are going to design the report. Okay, and uh, this looks good feel. Okay, so this kind of requirement we are going to present to the client. Okay, so once the client is finalizing the requirement, then we will start our development. Okay, and if you're coming to the series label properties, so this is the legend property. Okay, see here, these are all legends. This we are calling it is a legend. Okay, if you want to change this position like here or here or here, how you can change here? So come to design mode. Okay, legend properties. See that position, it is changing based on your tick mark like this way. Okay, right, cancel it. So if you want to change the chart type, okay, so you can right click, change chart type. So what kind of chart you want to present here? I want to present the line chart here. Preview it. See, year wise the value is coming like this way. For accessories 2008 2005 the value is this one, and 2006 the value is yellow color, this one, and 2007 the value is this one, and 2008 this color. Okay, so it is displaying like a line. And if you want to change to the pie chart also, you can change the pie chart also. This is see, and you can add data labels. These are all the values. For example, I want to delete this one, date series groups, then it will give clear picture. These are all the four accessories, bikes, clothing components. This components value is 49044. The clothing is this one, components this one, accessories is, sorry, bikes is this one. Okay, so you can visualize the picture. So what is the width is this having, and this with the, this is why we are creating these charts and all these things for the visualization. Based on this visualization, which product having more order quantity. Okay, so then you can easily take the decision, right? So here if you observe, so this one bikes having the more order quantities. And then after, the second one is clothing, then components, then accessories. Okay, so you can apply for the actions for this one also. Okay, series data label properties, sorry, actions. Okay, so you can apply the go to report, go to bookmark, go to URL. Okay, any of one you can apply here. Got it? Any confusion here? If you want to fill any colors, you can fill the colors also. Okay, so this is the main things about this chart data types. Okay, so until up to here you can add not only the one category, you can add one more category also, subcategory. Okay, and if you want to change the expression here, series properties, so you can go and write down here if you want to change the column name, or you can change here also. Okay, or you can click on the properties will come here. Okay, for example, if you have one more series also, that is line total. So if you want to change the order, so you can move up and down. Okay, so this is about the chart data type. Okay, any confusion here? Okay, right. So before we are going to discuss about this indicator, sparkline data bar and gauge data. Okay, and we have a list also. Okay, so what exactly this list database? So I'm going to delete this one. So the list, what it is doing, it will display, it will preview the each row wise detailed information it will give. For example, I have taken this is the list report item, so you just right click, go to tablix properties. Okay, so which data set you are going to use? Data set 1. Okay, click OK, and I want to do so here. Inside this I'm going to take one text box. So inside the list you can use any number, any report item. Okay, so for this I'm going to present the category. If you're previewing this one, okay, this is the category, right? So if you observe here, it is repeating for each row. Okay, but I don't want to repeat for each row bikes. So I want to show distinct values. So in that scenarios, what we have to do, we have to group this one, group properties, add, and which category wise I am going to group this one. See here, now if you are previewing this one, see bikes, clothing, accessories, components. So there are only 4 categories we have, then it is displaying the that 4 categories. Okay, so if you want to make this color, go to properties, background color you can give here. So I want to give this background color and make it bold also, that's better, bold. Okay, right. So inside this I'm going to take one more chart. Okay, right. So what is the one more chart? Sorry, not chart, list item. One more list item. So automatically whatever the report items you are taking inside the main chart, so that data set automatically will come here. See here, go to tables properties. So that data set already coming here. Whatever the data set you are using for this first one, automatically that will assign for the below one also. Okay, so inside this I am going to take one more text box. Okay, so in this text box I want to show the subcategory item. Okay, subcategory item, this is the category and this is the subcategory. So you can make it background color is something this color, and make it bold, right? So if you see the preview, see it is displaying again the each mountain bikes, whatever the number of rows existing in your query, it is displaying all this. But I don't want to show all repeated items. Okay, so I want to display, I want to group again this one. Right click, group properties, add subcategory, click OK. Now preview it. Exact yes, see, under the bikes we have only three subcategories. These are the three subcategories. And again under the clothing we have jersey, socks, caps, all these are the subcategories, and components, these are the subcategories, different subcategories. Okay, so now what I am going to do here, I want to take one text box here. Okay, and one text box here and one text box inside this subcategory. So here I am going to take the total line order quantity here, and this is the total order quantity. Okay, so the color I am going to give here, always take a light colors only. Okay, because if you are taking the heavy colors, the reporting is not good. Okay, if you are previewing this one, make it bold, make it bold. Okay, right. So if you observe here, this 75063 is the total order quantity of this bikes category. Under this bikes category we have three subcategories, so each subcategory wise this is the order quantity. Okay, so if you are clubbing this three, that is equal to this one. Okay, right. So what I am going to do here, I want to apply a drill down report, or see for example, so I'm going to take one table report here inside. Where is the table? Yes, so inside this table I want to show the information, detailed information, like so category, subcategory you have shown, right? So the next one is product, order year, and total order quantity. Okay, just preview this one. See, for this subcategory 23351, how these order quantities are coming for each product wise, it is coming like this way. Okay, it is coming like this way. So initially, if it is opening all this information, it is difficult to watch, it is difficult to see the report. So what I am going to do here, so there is one plus symbol I am going to create here. If I want to see, if I want to click on this plus symbol, then only I want to see this detailed information. Okay, so this kind of reporting we are calling drill down reporting. Okay, plus symbol, this is a toggle item. So if you are clicking on this plus symbol, it is displaying to this 23351 detailed information about the product, order year, order quantity. Okay, how to create that one? So you have to click on this sum of order quantity tablets, right? And so this name is order quantity 1, the text box name is order quantity 1. Okay, right. So you have to apply the drill down property for this. Okay, right. So you just go here. So hidden you have to make true. So initially we are going to, sorry, not this one, false. Okay, so you have to select this table. Okay, and go to hidden property true. Okay, because so whenever you are previewing this report, so I don't want to see this tab links. Whenever I am clicking on this sum of order quantity text box, then only it has to display. So what is the toggle item? Toggle item means on which item you are going to toggle here. So this is my toggle item, right? This is my tool item. And so initially hiding, which one you are going to hide? This one I am going to hide. So whenever you are clicking on the plus symbol, then only I want to see here. Okay, right. The toggle item name is order quantity 1, because this text box name is order quantity 1 only, you can see here. Okay, preview it. See, if you are clicking on this plus symbol, then only it is displaying the. See, this way it is giving the detailed information. If you don't want to see this one, you can click here. If you want to see this one, this order quantity information of the subcategory road bikes, you can click here. Okay, this is the information. And touring bikes, you can click here. This concept we are calling drill down reporting. Okay, so how we are enabling this property? So you have to hiding this one initially. Okay, and in this report item you want to click, right? So first you have to go to the which report item you are going to hide. Okay, this is the table. So go to F4 properties, come down. Okay, you have to make the property hidden true, and then after you have to give the on which report item you are going to click, that is toggle item, that is this one. Okay, how you know this name of this tablix is order quantity 1? So you just select this one, see the properties, that is order quantity 1 is the text box name. So that's why I have given this text box name for these properties. Guys, clear? Any confusion?
No.
Okay, fine, fine. So in the next session we will discuss about this indicator, sparkline, data bar, gauge data regions. Okay, these four are very simple, and these are giving more visualization format. So then after we will jump into the report manager. Report server. Report manager, report server means, so after you are designing this SSRS reports, you have to keep that into this report server. Okay, and how you can preview the report, so that you can preview the report manager. And also in the report manager, if you want to add scheduling the reports, that call subscriptions. Okay, scheduling the reports, that we are calling subscription. And also how to improve the performance of the reports. Okay, all these things we will see in the within 1 or 2 sessions. Okay, 2 sessions is enough. Okay, so in the tomorrow session we will see about the gauge, chart, data bar, and report manager, report server. Okay, then we will see some of the options in the scheduling the reports. Okay, the report manager, reports here. Okay,
Ram,
yeah,
I I have a small doubt. Like when creating a report,
yes,
like what is the difference between report, like creating new report and new item?
yes, right. Item means whether it is a data source connection or whether it is a data set. Okay, go to solution explorer, right click, add. Okay,
Hmm.
new item, right?
Yeah.
So in the new item means, so you can create the report also, you can create the data source also, you can create the data set also, any of one you can create. But the report means add, sorry, add new report, right? You will add only report. You are asking about the difference between add new item and,
New item and new report. Yeah.
yes, so basically this add new report is, it is giving some knowledge add. For example, if you don't know how to create a SSRS report, okay,
Hmm.
sample report, it will guide you how to do.
Okay.
This is sample
Step by
basically.
step, it will take the data sources, data sets, and all.
Yes, here we have to write down the select star from, and then we have to write down. And here you can use only two items, that is table and max.
In adding new report.
Yes, yes, that we are not using. Okay, the basic, the learning, in the time of learning, you can use that one. Okay, as a SSRS
Okay.
professional, don't use that.
Okay, that's what I was trying. I was doing
Always
that
try
once.
to,
So I was
always
thinking,
try
what is
to new item. Okay, this you have to create the report item.
okay?
And also always use, try to use shared data source only. Okay, so and all the reports, whatever reports you are creating into one project, you have to create that setup. You don't create for each report in each project. You have to
Okay.
keep all reports in one project, that is LVNR report. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Ram.
Okay. Thanks, guys. I will see tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. Ram.